Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. And complete right side to Cook. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland. And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Second and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's to the sideline and incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself. I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the... Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster. An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland. And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well. You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target lane. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Prescott off play action. This is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Escapes the defender, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Check it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Cowboys 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Pierce now on the option. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Three. Go.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 35 yards. And the Texans have regained the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give him... their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7. They'll swing this out to Tony. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Prescott. That is caught. Schoonmaker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Matthew White set to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. T. Higgins, 53 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 24, Cowboys 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're going to 53.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you get the punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field, and after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Prescott on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Final minute now in the third quarter.
Cougar 19.
The second down throw now from Stroud. He finds Bolden. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hey, check that. Street.
Hand off right side to Pierce. Shoves him aside to about the 26 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback.
Touchdown, Texans! Quez Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott off play action. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line.
60 bites, 60 bites.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
3rd and 8. Stroud working out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce, 73 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
The kicker on for the point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're going to 54. Wide.
On play action, they'll throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, Prescott. Open man right side is Tony. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Stop low, 18.
Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Let's go. Hey.
Pierce now up the middle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there.
Okay, ready?
How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins, 61 yards. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll indeed take a knee.